Hey guys, Shadney back with another process video, and this is for the Scrapdemic 2020 series that I'm doing right now, and I'm trying to bring a video to you every day just to give you lots of inspiration and kind of get everyone's mind off the coronavirus. I want everyone to join in and do this with me if you would like to, and post videos and whatever. It's just, I don't know. It's just something fun trying to get our minds off of all the crazy right now and, scrapbook, which is the best thing we do. So today I'm just bringing you a random layout. I have a bunch of old pictures of India when she was little that I had bulk printed before I got my printer. And so I was just going through and picked out a photo from that big pack. So I just thought this was the sweetest little picture of her. And these two papers I pulled out of a Maggie Holmes, the summer collection from last year. I can't remember what it's called right now. Anyways, but it was the summer collection. I have the paper pad and I haven't used very much of it because I love it and I've hoarded it and not wanted to cut into it. So I figured I should go ahead and just find a couple things out of there and go from there. So I pulled this pink with the the kind of gold mustard colored border for my background. And then I pulled out this other floral paper. Maggie Holmes has obviously the best floral paper for fussy cutting ever. So I pulled this sheet out and I'm going to fussy cut a bunch of these florals. And then I will fast forward through a lot because it takes forever. But basically what I'm going to do is fussy cut and then kind of place and decide. I'm not going to cut all of them all at once. I'm just going to cut as I go to decide what I need to be able to layer behind this photo. So once I get this all cut out, I'm just going to kind of place it and try to decide where I want it. And that's right here. And I'm kind of messing with it. I want it to kind of overlap the picture a little bit, but obviously that's not working up there by her face because it's covering her face up. And that's not going to be good. So, I mean, I don't want that, obviously. So, I'm just kind of messing with it some more. I will do it right there. And then, sorry, that noise you hear is letting the dog in and out from outside. Sorry about that. Anyways, so I am just going to continue doing this fussy cutting and then layering bits. And before I get too far, I want to go ahead and add some fun foam to the back of my photo just to pop it out a little bit and give it some dimension. So I just trimmed that piece down and then adhered it to the back. And then I'm not going to adhere it to my background paper just yet. I want to build the flowers around it because I'm not sure the exact shape I'm going to do. And I want to be able to center the whole group of the photo and the flowers. I want to be able to move it around on the page and center it where I want it to be. Sorry, I'm getting very tongue-tied today. I want to be able to center it where I want it to be on the background paper after it's assembled. So I'm only adhering things to I'm only adhering the flowers to themselves or to the photo. And then I've fast forwarded, I've got it all laid out how I want it. So now I've just pulled out some phrase stickers that I want to use. These you would have seen in the haul video yesterday if you saw it. And I just picked out, it's actually two different phrases, but I tied them together. I mean, I used both of them so that they're more like one. And it will say, I love you with all my heart. And I kept them on the backing paper. I mean, like the backing plastic, and cut them out so that I can move them around and get it positioned how I like, and then make sure it's nice and centered on the page before I stick everything down. So at this point, the photo's still not stuck down yet. Obviously, the letter stickers are not stuck down. So I'm going to go ahead and stick the photo so I can start adding the stickers and then get it all kind of settled, and then I'll add my embellishments from there. So right now, just fully adhering all these parts down. I'm not as careful with the flowers to get a ton of adhesive on them, just because I like the idea of the little leaves and the petals and stuff kind of curling up a little bit and giving them a little bit more dimension. If you've been watching any of my videos at all, you probably know I like a lot of dimension in my pages. So I will add foam to a lot of things and do stuff like that, like curl up my edges and stuff like that. So now I've pulled out a grid ruler just because I want to start off my my thickers to try to keep them straight, and then I'll work up from the bottom, and then I can use the previous line to keep the next row straight. So then by the time I get to the top, it'll just work out really well. So now I've pulled out some chipboard pieces, and then I don't want to stick them down just yet, so I stuck them to some wax paper pieces so I can move them around a little bit. And they are all crepe paper, I think from two different, like some of them, actually all of them might be from the crepe paper, the Valentine's collections from this year. Last year, not this year, last year. But I can't remember what it's called. And then that is a Maggie Holmes little bow, I believe. And now that I've kind of got everything laid out where I want it, I'm going to go ahead and adhere these pieces down. It worked out really well. Crepe paper, because the colors usually of the different lines kind of go together. This yellow is the same exact yellow as the chipboard yellow is the same exact yellow as the border around the paper, so it worked out perfectly. So I'm just adhering those down with my Nuvo adhesive, and then I'm going to pull out these little Tim Holtz tiny label stickers in the baby pink and write in the date. And then I'm going to use it like a tab and like kind of tuck it behind the photo right there. But it's too wide for my foam, so I went ahead and trimmed that down, and then I'll adhere it. So it looks like it's going behind the picture, but it's not really. Then I'm pulling out just some more embellishments and little bits and pieces. I love these little bows. They are from Hobby Lobby, the paper studio collection, which is their home brand. Sorry about that. And then I opened these wood veneers, and they are from the baby collection that Pink Paisley did last year. They did like a boy collection and a girl collection at the same time that coordinated, but there was like a more blue boy kind of colors and more pink girly kind of colors. This wood veneer goes with both. And I pulled out the sweet baby words and then kind of played with them, but I didn't like how baby fit underneath sweet. It didn't feel like it fit right, so I just kept the sweet and put the baby back. And then I added some little wood veneered hearts just scattered throughout. So I'm going to go ahead and adhere those all down with Nuvo adhesive as well. And then just nestle it up in that space. I love how the T fits up between the chipboard and the bow up in that corner. Adhere the hearts. And just trying to arrange it and make sure it where I want it to go. And then that part's all done. So then next, I'm going to go ahead and add some journaling down below and just a little bit. And I used a gray Stedler pen. And then I pull out my Stampin' Up! Clear epoxy hearts. And they're clear, but I think it gives it just a nice little amount of shine and a different kind of texture. So they're not super, I wanted to add more sprinkly bits, but I didn't want to take away from the simplicity of the design. So I thought those would be a good choice because it gives it just a little bit more texture and shine without taking away from what's already there. And because I don't want too much on the page or it'll take away from the letter stickers since they're the same color as the background. So there we go, and that is about done. I did pull out these little gold vellum hearts from Whimsy Fox and just sprinkled a couple of those as well. And then I'll go back and glue those down at the end. I'll forget that I don't have them glued down, and then I'll come back later. And then I pulled out this little epoxy sticker, no, epoxy flare from Scrap and Happy Studios. I did just place 2 big orders. Actually, you would have seen it yesterday in my haul video. I placed a big order, so I've been trying to use it because I really like her flare. And then when I was going to show you the page, I realized that I did not glue those hearts down, and I went ahead and glued them down. This whole page, I really just tried to use a lot of my new stuff just because I tend to hoard things and not use them. And then, yeah, anyway, so I'm trying to use stuff because I love it and just get it on a page. So thank you guys so much for watching. I will have another video posted tomorrow. If you like this video, please hit like and subscribe. I don't have photos at the end because my daughter actually painted the layout before I got a chance to take any photos. So sorry. Anyways, come back tomorrow for another video, and I hope y'all have a wonderful day. Happy scrapping. Bye.